Hello guys, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. I don't know how to do the credits for this, but what you hear in the background is just a playlist, Dark Wave and Post Punk by Doll Wave on YouTube. So I just wanted to go ahead and give credit to that so I don't get dinged for it. And if she has a problem with me using her stuff, or this person, whoever it is, then I'll take it down. But it's just a mix of dark wave, kind of cool stuff. I like it. Most would say I'm probably too old to be listening to that, but it is what it is. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys. I was having a problem with. I'd be riding, right? I went up to Ohio to see a buddy of mine from Texas, and this sits like that, and hooks on one side, clicks in, right? Sitting like that on the bike as you're riding forward. And what was happening is every time I hit I was, just highway vibrations, bumps, I kept getting, and it didn't happen below 60 miles an hour. But anything above 70, I would think 70, 75, maybe a little higher than that, the bumping and the vibrations would get bad enough that this would give me the signal that it's lost connection to external power, and if I wanted to, that it was going to shut off unless I canceled it. So I was having to do that like every damn 5 minutes on, what was it? I don't know, 900, 1100 mile trip or some crap, and it was just, just aggravating as hell. Couldn't figure out what the problem was along the way, and then I got back. So I don't know if any of you guys are having that problem. I'd say I'm not the only one having that problem. This is the Garmin Tread. This is the small one. So imagine if you got anything bigger than this on your bike, you're probably going to be having the problem as well. So what was happening was I went ahead and took the nuts off of this so you guys wouldn't have to watch me, play with these damn nuts and getting it apart. And I'll try to keep my hand out of the way here, guys. I should probably mount this on the other side since I am right-handed. Let me do that. I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Okay, now we're back. I said I don't do processing, blah 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 shit. I record, post it. It is what it is. So what I did, what was happening is from vibrations. See this guy? It sits in there, right? It's got a little screw that holds it in. Little bitty screw. See it right there, right in the middle, and that holds this little connector in. And what was happening is, see how that connector actually goes in and out. See that? And what's happening as you're riding is vibrating in and out, in and out. This is vibrating. This little thing right here is acting like a weight and is pushing that in and out, in and out, in and out. And eventually it loses contact with power over here, and it says it's lost external power. Do you want to cancel the shutdown? Blah blah blah. So I was having to cancel the shutdown probably every damn 5 minutes, give or take. And finally I just gave up and I switched to my phone after about for 3 or 4 hours of the shit. So what I did was, all it took was a little piece of this is a large zip tie, right? And let me get a measurement because I know somebody's going to ask me how thick that is. And how big the zip tie is, but it's a large zip tie, not a small one. Let's see. Crap. Looks like it's 7.5, or maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know the fraction size. They're just fraction size. It's like 7.51 millimeters there. And it is 296.5 thou wide, and then it is 1.52 millimeters thick, which is in inches because somebody's going to ask. I'll just save you guys the trouble of having to pose for basic info. It's 59.5 thousandths. So you'd probably call it 60 thou, I'd imagine. But there it is. And I didn't cut it extremely straight there, but it looks like it's about 145 thou long. And it's crooked because I didn't know if this was going to work when I first did it. So I just slapped it together and then it worked, and I just didn't want to mess with it anymore. So I just left it, and it's been good. It's been like that for over a year. I mean, actually maybe 2 years now. And looks like about 28.5 millimeters long. And the only thing that you need to make sure of when you put it in there, what you want, is to make sure that it's wide enough to catch this whole little, this whole little pocket here. You don't want it to go past here into this area. That's why it's that width. So it just sits in there like that on this side, right in the middle, right there. Get you guys back in the picture here. So it sits right there. This goes over it, and then you clamp it down. When you put the screws back in it, all it does is act as a spacer to keep this pushed up firmly against the back of this housing, and keeps it firmly pushed up against the back of that. And I've been off-roading on dirt roads, 50, 60 miles an hour on about the rockiest stuff I can handle with one arm. Highway, 100, 105 miles an hour, rumble strips, stuff like that, and it has yet to lose connection anymore. So I'm calling that fixed. I'm just going to recenter it and put it back in the middle there with a new piece of tape. I didn't want to make it permanent, just in case I sell this at some point. I don't want any permanent modifications to it, but get it right in the middle, and all it does is fix that up. I know I'm not the only one that's had the problem, but anyway, maybe that'll help some of you guys out. Hopefully it will. If it does, awesome. If not, thanks for watching anyway. I appreciate it, guys.